wow, 2020, what a memorable year this is proving to be. But what I choose to remember it for is the year that we embrace digital teaching. And digital teaching is an amazing opportunity. It allows you to engage with materials at any time, any place, anywhere. And we have had some amazing successes. We did a digital showcase of all the third year's work, and that was an astounding success.
It was interesting recently to reflect on the sort of strengths and successes of digital teaching that we've done so far. And ironically, for a style of teaching that was once referred to as distant learning, I actually felt it brought us much closer to our students. It was very moving to see students who perhaps had once been a little bit more reserved in classroom teaching become much more confident and interactive online. And it was great to see those students really become more articulate and more talented in terms of their theory and their practice via the online teaching.
As a director and as a lecturer at Royal Holloway, I was really struck by the way in which everyone embraced the creative opportunities within that, both in terms of working within the form of digital performance, but also commenting, learning about and moving that form forwards.
Technology will never replace great teachers, but in the hands of great teachers, it can be really transformational.
I've been so impressed with the range and quality of work produced during lockdown by our staff and students in the departments of drama, theatre and dance, media arts and music. They took on the challenge of this moment to produce really beautiful and rigorous work. They creatively used digital platforms in a range of ways. The first was a collaborative Festival Interrupted is what we called it. And it was where students were able to submit work that was digital media, theater, dance, sound, art. I think we ended up with 30 items on there reflecting the diversity of our student body.
I curated a series of lockdown short films for that festival, and I was really proud of the undergrad and postgrad students who made such amazing works despite the restrictions and found creative and innovative ways of responding to those restrictions during lockdown. And in a way, those films were shot on small cameras and often in small spaces, but they had big stories with a really huge reach. Also very great that we could use Festival Interrupted as a platform to respond to and support the Black Lives Matter movement, and our drama students produced some really powerful readings which are also part of that festival.
These plays respond to the question, do Black Lives Matter today? And our students did an excellent job of making performances for Zoom, using all of the possibilities of the platform to great effect.
You keep talking about equality this and equality that, but Cole, we're not equal.
Digital theatre became something that we learnt about that we wouldn't have necessarily learnt about. So it is really interesting, and we were still able to have normal rehearsals and get all the same guidance and feedback from the directors and lecturers, which was brilliant.
Working digitally has introduced me to a new way of working creatively. I've acquired a whole host of new performance skills.
However difficult the new circumstances are, as artists, as makers, we need to be constantly processing these and learning and creating within the new spaces that open up.
We're looking forward to welcoming undergraduate and postgraduate students for a combination of physical on-campus learning, which will be COVID safe, and also continuing to develop the really great interactive teaching and resources that we're providing for you and your peers online. We know what a huge financial commitment university education can be for yourselves and for your families. But I can really see that at Royal Holloway, we're not in the business. That's our first priority, is not about making money, it's about making people. And we do that with a programme of teaching that I think is creative and challenging intellectually, and also gives you the vocational skills to help you thrive in your career ahead.
Engagement, that's the tech word for it, but what I like to call it is simply digital play. And so that's my guiding light this year. I'm going to introduce as much digital play into my classes as can physically be fitted. So I look forward to seeing you bright and early come October.